right now we are about to have a conversation, and this time around it's going to be a little bit of tech. And today we are going to be looking at some tech solutions that are, making waves in the tech landscape. So ladies and gentlemen, in the studio with us is Dr. Amos Opong, who is a co-founder and president of DAPS Connect. And today we are going to be talking about, a new invention, let's say innovation, that actually minimizes data errors and inconsistencies when we talk about, travel-related issues.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm alive.
You're alive. All right. Anyway, Mr. Opong, tell us a bit about DAPS Connect.
All right. We've built DAPS Connect to help minimize errors and inconsistencies in users' data. Data is gold. Data is for everything. So we've built DAPS Connect to help users minimize errors, because those errors can affect you now or in the future.
Right.
Yes, especially for those who want to travel abroad. Errors can really affect you. So we've built DAPS Connect to help users minimize errors in their data.
All right. So what are some of these errors that you're talking about? What is the specific problem that DAPS Connect is trying to solve? Okay.
We've classified the problem into two: data illiteracy and then data unreliability. Yes. With data illiteracy, most people commit the errors because they did not know what to provide, where to provide it, when to provide it, and even how to provide it.
Right.
Yes. And then for the unreliability, fake documentation, for example.
Right.
If you do not follow instructions to, that can also get you into trouble.
Right.
Yeah. So we've built DAPS Connect to solve these two main problems.
Right.
And the first step is to minimize errors and inconsistencies. Thank you.
Right. So now, I'm here sitting down and wondering, like, how did you even come up with this? Like, what were you thinking? How do your minds even work? All right. So what actually inspired this?
All right. DAPS Connect, we are problem solvers. Myself, when I was young, I used to complain a lot. Then I discovered that if you don't build the solution, waiting for others to build it, it will take time.
Right, right.
Yes. And myself, I also traveled abroad to study abroad. And traveling abroad was not easy for me, because there was no one to guide me through the process.
Right.
So myself, I admit I did commit some errors. Yes. But after I traveled, several people wanted me to support them in their processes.
Right.
Then we discovered that there are lots of errors in their data.
Right.
To justify our session, we also asked for some evidence. Let's say decisions passed by visa officers.
Right.
And we found that all the decisions, whether refusal or acceptance, was based on data. So the more reliable your data is, the higher the chances that you can go through.
Right.
Yes, the approval is the rule, it's by the visa officer.
Right.
Yes. We don't have any control over the visa officer's decision.
Your own is just to help with the data that is provided, to make sure that it's correct.
Yes.
And it's also done the right way.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
But okay, so how long has this been in the market for? Is it already in the market?
We launched DAPS Connect this week. Yes. But development and testing has taken over 2 years.
Over 2 years?
Yes.
Wow.
Because we had to conduct comprehensive research to support whatever technology we bring out here.
Right. So I'm not in the tech space, but I've had a lot of interest in the tech space. Like, in my mind, I keep telling myself that one day I'm going to come up with an innovation, You
can.
So I've been reading a lot and trying to understand how it works. Now, you said development and testing took 2 years.
Yes.
Why does it take so long? I mean, I've talked and I've spoken to a lot of tech entrepreneurs before, and yes, but the question I always want to ask: why does it take so long, and how many people worked on this solution?
All right. As at now, we are a little over 10 volunteers for the technology. It took 2 years because we wanted to support whatever we do with scientific data.
Right.
Yes. There are over 190 countries on the planet, and each country has its own procedures.
I didn't think about that.
Yes. So we've researched over 190 countries. and then designed a solution that fits these countries, all the 190, all of them. So designing such a solution takes time. And after you design and build, you have to get users to test it.
Right.
Yes, test and then fix bugs. It's massive data about each user. You cannot just let people's data go out there without protecting it.
Right.
Yes, so we also had to wait for some licenses.
Right.
Yes. So research, licensing, testing, that's the reason why we have over 2 years.
Right. So talking about data and licensing, how are people's data protected when they start using this platform?
By design, we've designed technology that if you do not willingly hand over your data to people, it is difficult for people to access your data.
Right.
Yes. On our part, we've taken all the measures to help protect your data. As I said, we've also been approved by the Ghana Data Protection Commission.
Right.
Yes. We've also filed for trademark to support the technology.
Right.
So on our part, we have done our part to protect your data.
Right.
But if you are not careful and you willingly hand over your data to other people, that is on you.
Right. That's on you.
Yes.
All right. Now let's talk about, all this being made by a Ghanaian team, right? This is a
Yes.
Ghanaian team.
Yes.
So this is made in Ghana.
Yes.
How does it feel though?
It feels good. It feels good that a problem that affects almost everybody, we've been able to start a solution
Right.
and gradually improving the solution.
Right.
It's not only for traveling abroad. Anything that demands
Data. Yeah.
if there are errors and inconsistencies, it can
Right.
cause trouble.
Yeah, so how was
Yes.
it for you getting your licensing, especially for the fact that sometimes a lot of these institutes do not have people that are very open-minded.
Yes.
Yeah, and this takes a lot of open-mindedness
Yes.
for them to even say, okay, yeah, you know what, we approve your license.
Yes.
Yeah, so how was the process for you? Was
We-
it easy?
I would say we went through all the processes, the step-by-step procedures issued to us. If you ask us to provide evidence, we provide you with the evidence.
Right.
Any paperwork you ask us for, we provide it to you. They even invite us for trainings, data training on how to protect people's data. Yes, so all the procedures we went through. And going through the procedures, of course, it takes time.
Right.
Yeah, and that
right.
one, it's not our fault. It's
Right.
just institutions that we have to go through.
Right.
So we went through all the procedures. And to us, we checked all the procedures before we came out.
Right. That's good.
Yes.
That's actually good to hear that there are institutes that are very open-minded right now, because
Yes.
obviously dealing with data
Yes.
is sort of difficult, and dealing with technology is sort of also difficult to people who do not understand technology. Some people want to remain, in the
Yes.
old school way.
Yes.
Yeah. But then again, you have your phone here, and I'm
I do.
sure you want to let us know how it works, because I'm really curious to know how it works and what the platform even looks like, the interface and all that.
Okay.
All right. So if you
So,
could take us through, that would be nice.
Thank you. DAPS Connect is available on both the iOS, the Apple Store, and then the Play Store.
Is it free now, or we have to buy it?
It's free. We have
Okay.
a free section of the app,
Yeah.
and then we also have
some part you
a
have to
paid
pay.
section of
Right.
the app. Yes. So this is DAPS Connect. I've already downloaded it.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
You can sign up on DAPS Connect with your valid Gmail account.
Right.
Yes.
So it's got to be Gmail.
You can use other emails, but we've discovered that other emails is quite slow to
Yeah,
receive the
Gmail is actually
activation.
better.
So Gmail is better. Once it's valid, you can use to sign up.
Right.
Yes. You have to provide your name, your email, and then their password.
Right.
Yes. So once you sign up to the app,
Right.
and then you switch to the Me page.
Right.
I'm showing the Me page
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, we can see that.
Yes. So this form section is a section where you can download forms that we've designed to fit the 190 countries. Yes, it is true that the info you will find here, it's not required by all the countries, but these are data that the visa officers will ask you for.
Right.
Yes. So first you download the forms, and then you go to visa forms.
Yeah.
Yes, visa forms, and then after you download, you come to fill forms, and then you fill all the questions here.
Right.
Yes. So filling all these forms, we don't charge you for any amount of money. Yes. Rather, if you want us to review your data for the errors,
Right.
that one, of course, we will charge you.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yes.
Okay.
So you
So putting your information there, you don't really charge anything.
No.
But if you want to move to the step, a step further to say, okay, you know what, guys, please help me. Guys at
Review it.
DAPS
Yes,
Connect, please
yes,
help me review
yes,
this. Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
So the information, you can put it here. Even if you don't want us to review, you can put it here. Because when you walk to other offices that demand your data, you
Right.
can log into your DAPS Connect app and then just look on your own information and then fill the form so that
Right.
your data will be consistent from today onwards.
So it doesn't have to be that you have to be carrying your birth certificate, your this certificate around.
No,
Oh.
we've built all those into the technology. Yes, so you have to fill the questionnaire. It's a comprehensive questionnaire.
Right.
And as I said, we've designed to cover over 190 countries.
Right.
If it's possible that you cannot complete the questionnaire at a time, you can save and then save change, then you can return it later.
Right.
Yes. For us to review your data for errors and inconsistencies, we have to get a yardstick. If my name is Amos, how do you confirm the right spelling of Amos?
Yeah.
So we need some documentation to support us with the
Yeah,
review.
yeah.
Yes. We've also added that effect here under
Yeah.
documents. So under documents, according to our research, a lot of the documents that the visa office will ask for, we've covered them in the technology.
Right.
Of course, we're also open to suggestions. If there are other documents that you believe we should add to it, we're open. So all these documents you can see on my screen, depending on your purpose of travel,
Right.
they can ask you for it. Yes. So once you upload any document and then you complete the visa forms, we have enough information to help you review your data for the
Right.
errors and then the inconsistencies. Yes, and as you can see on my screen, I'm doing all these without paying. If you want to pay, you can go to Go Premium.
Right.
And once you make the payment,
Yeah.
it's a signal to us that you're giving us the right to review
Right.
your data.
Okay, so like when we look at some of the apps, well, I use a lot of creative app because I'm a creator.
Yes.
So I use a lot of creative apps. So when you look at some of like creative apps, say on maybe Apple, that's iOS.
Yes.
Some of them go for, let's say, about $20-something to about $100 a year.
Yes.
So how much are you charging if I want to go premium?
If you want to go premium, the average adult traveler has over 50,000 characters of data. And we have to help you review this data character by character. So we charge, as at now, I would say like $100
Okay.
for a year.
A year, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, annual subscription,
Yeah.
1 year.
So do you just, is the subscription annually or you could do monthly too?
It's annually. We
Okay.
bring in updates that you can even pay fees for even one file to be
Right.
reviewed.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so for
That
now...
would be nice.
Oh yeah, we're
That
doing
would be
it.
nice.
We bring in updates that if you want us to review your data for some number of characters, we can do that. Yes, but for now, it's annual review.
Right.
Because your data is supposed to be well integrated.
Right.
Your name on your birth certificate is supposed to be the same name on your passport,
Right,
same
right.
name on your admission certificate. So we, as at now, it covers all the documentation that
Right,
you need. But updates that we bring in, that one you can even specify
Right. I
that
get
we
it.
should review this.
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
All right. Now, when you look at this, yeah, obviously you've talked about traveling.
Yes.
Yeah. So would we say travelers are like the main stakeholders of this, or who would you say are the main stakeholders of this?
Travelers and non-travelers.
Yeah.
Travelers because...
What about travel companies?
Yes, travel companies, immigration lawyers.
Yes, exactly.
Travel agencies, even the banks.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
They also deal with massive data. Yes, and the fact that someone's national ID is legitimate doesn't mean it's free from errors.
Right.
Yes, when we go to the bank, they ask us for national ID. In Ghana, we call it the Ghana card.
Yeah.
Yes, they of course verify, but a card that is verified doesn't mean it's free from errors. Yes, the banks, the health institutions,
Yeah.
the insurance companies. Yeah. So any institution, be private or public, that uses massive data of customers, we can help you review the data for errors and inconsistencies. And for travelers, you already provide massive data.
Right.
Yeah, so we can also help you review your data for errors and inconsistencies.
Right.
So it's for both travelers and non-travelers.
Right. So would you call this like, would we compare it to, let's say, Apple Pay for data. You know, Apple Pay is more about your money.
Yes.
So we say like this is something like that just for your data.
Yes, just for your data. We're trying to make it simple for the average user, because when I was walking to this office, I was asked to write my details in the login book. A friend of mine told me that he tests other institutions. When he gets there, he writes a different name. Nobody checks. Yes, nobody checks. That is not traveling, but nobody checked. Yes. Someone guided me to write my details, but of course, they had no way of checking, verifying. Employers wish that the data that they have on their employees could be reliable, because
Right.
you hand in key company details to
them,
you.
yeah.
Yes.
Right.
So it's everywhere. So in
Right.
the future, of course, when users adopt the technology, of course, we look to other benefits that we can use the technology for.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Okay, so what advice would you give to, let's say, individuals and institutions actually that are managing and maintaining data?
Artificial intelligence is on the rise, and the well-performing AI models, of course, rely on reliable data. So be you an individual or a company,
It's got to be accurate.
you have to work on your data now before you can integrate AI models into your services to improve reliability.
Right.
So my advice is we should all take good care of our data, and DAPS Connect, we're here to help you out.
Right. Okay. Lastly, I know it took 2 years to develop all this,
Yes.
and right now it's out there. What are some of the challenges that you actually faced?
First, of course, the technical skills. Yeah, for now our technical team is quite small. Yes, so we're looking for volunteers to support. Yes. And then second, almighty is, of course, funding. But we believe in bringing out a product first.
Yeah.
When users understand it and then feel it's beneficial, approaching the investors won't be that difficult.
Yeah.
Yes. And the other is, of course, regulations.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
but we are okay obeying regulations because we want to maintain this technology to
Right.
help Ghana and other African countries.
All right. Okay. I really enjoyed having this conversation. But how can people actually download DAPS Connect? And is there a logo to know that, okay, this is the right DAPS Connect and all that?
Yes. Let me access my Play Store. That's the logo
Yeah.
on my chest.
It's a D.
Yes.
Yeah. A
It's a
purple
D.
D and like with a pink.
Yes.
Yeah. Right
Okay.
there.
So if you go to your Play Store, your App Store, you can search for DAPS Connect, and then you can find DAPS Connect right here.
Okay.
If you also go to our website, dapsconnect.org, you can also, there's a link to both iOS
Yeah.
and then Android users.
Right.
You can follow.
Do you guys have any social media handle?
Yeah, we do, under DAPS Connect.
On DAPS Connect.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
You're
Dr.
welcome.
Okwong. It
You're
was
welcome,
really
Liz.
nice talking to you. So, I mean, this has been very insightful. I mean, you've taken us through the whole process of DAP Connect, and obviously, it's beautiful seeing how this is revolutionizing the tech space, especially when it comes to data
Yes.
management.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please go out there and support DAPS Connect. Remember, it's all about data management. Data is key. It's very important, and you definitely want to keep it safe and keep it accurate. So pick up your phones and Android and iOS, just straight up download DAPS Connect, and you can start putting in your data, and also reach out to them to let you know how you can put the right data for the right cost, especially when it comes to traveling. There are 190 countries, and definitely a lot of people are traveling these days. So yeah, they can help you sort that out. So ladies and gentlemen, we've been speaking to Dr. Okwong, who is the co-founder of DAPS Connect 2.